edge technology screens and our FLEV, or the FLEVT, I'm doing FLVT for a while. In our cardboard PC kingdom. So basically, I got a little time here until family gets together, and while I'm doing, family's getting together, getting ready to get together and getting her assembled, I am going to have some fun building some stuff. Because you know what I do? I do this for a living. And I like what I do. Wow. Woo! So, we're going to build some cool stuff. So, I got this idea. I want to do a steampunk PC. Excuse me. I'm going to build. We got to get some music in here, Taco. We get some music in here. Let's get some, oops, that's the wrong place to go. Let's go over here and get this. We're going to build ourselves a steampunk PC, but we want to build it differently. We want a different design for this. On how we're going to put all this together. Let's see. We need some case screws too. Do I buy any motherboard case screws? We need motherboard case screws like there is no tomorrow. Let me see. Copyright free loft music. Oh, the music like on a nice beat. Steampunk. Looked the number of these before. Let me see. Oh, we gotta get that Ratchet and Crank today too. Gotta pick that up because I'm a big fan of Ratchet and Crank. It's gonna be a steampunk PC. This is going to be cool. It's gonna have pillars and all this cool stuff in it. So we're gonna do some pretty cool. Make this seem like it's waterlogged. You know what I mean? Corroded. All that cool stuff. We definitely may put a Big Daddy in there somewhere. Big Daddy and a little sister in there. So let's get our boxes together first. Got the idea already in my head. This is going to be a complicated build, which means it's going to have some very interesting how we're going to be hooking up the liquid cooling system and where the motherboard's going to be sitting at. Not too complicated, but things are going to be in some very interesting places. I can say that for a fact. You ask for one thing, you get like 40,000. These are what things you don't ask for. Okay. Now also too, this is going to involve some detail molding for basically wood designs on it. We want this thing to look really elegant, old. It's going to look like something from the 1920s. I do like the 1920s era. With a nice worn out look to it. It still has class at the same time. It's involving multi-paint job for this thing to make this cardboard look realistic. Now, what I mean by give it kind of an old look to it, I'll give you an example so you get an idea of what we're working for here. This is a PC we're putting together. We did for our man-eating plant. So that worn look we give to the, make it look like it's actually been there for some time. The buildup of decay. All this was all cardboard. And now we put a little tank in here. This tank's going to have a vegetable oil in it. It's going to run a power station in it. We're basically producing, we used to produce fresh water, but, well, some waste got in there and the plants changed a little bit. This is all made out of cardboard. And this right here is Henry. Henry is our man-eating plant, but Henry is a vegetarian now. He doesn't eat people anymore. He's changed since he's come here to the forest. So all this is going to have all the plant life in here. It's all going to be all made out of cardboard. Everything. It's going to be all individually painted, bring life to it. All it's going to have kind of a glow-in-the-dark kind of look to it to bring it to life. So this is the rust paint job we did on here. Even the grass, everything is going to be all made out of cardboard. So here we have screws for the motherboard right there. Put our motherboard here. This is for a 120 millimeter single liquid cooling system. Over here, by Henry, power supply fits there. And of course, M2 and all that fits on the motherboard. So we can run a full PC off with no problem. And this will have cables and wires all running through the power system. Showing the power system is fully charged. And we're going to have a whole entire neon light display in between all that painted cardboard to make it look like it's more realistic. So we're going to make all our plants and everything are all made out of cardboard. This is just put a vent system in there for our cooling system. Right from here. Yep. That's our freezer box right there. We're working on that. That's a work in progress. And over here we have our gaming store. We're building a retro gaming store, so that's another work in progress right there. And then over here we have a PC. We put an interesting build on it. This holds a ITX motherboard, power supply, which is open display, 120 millimeter liquid cooling system, and that cooling system wraps around here. On the side, 2 ports for 220 millimeter displays. It's one we're working on right here. This is the frozen rack. The frozen rack, power supply open display. We even built our own motherboard stands using ice cubes. At the bottom of this, we have ordered for a 120 millimeter fan, and there's 2 of them. Actually, one actually cools the hard drive down here. In the hard drive, we built our own tabs, so you can pull them out at will. There's one hard drive in there. Plus, we can put a solid state in there if we want to. And on the back of that, you can see there's an opening port right there. That's so basically I can run another set of fans to draw out more heat. This is the other system we built right here. It's the first one I did. Cardboard built. It has an open top display power supply. We opened it up, took out the fan, painted it to our color we wanted, and then basically get a nice little rusted paint job on it. All the cables all matched with it. There's the liquid cooling system on that side. It also has fan ports on the back of it. There's another one right here at the bottom. That is where the power supply comes out from the cord. Comes from here, drops down in here. Here we have a hard drive in here with the fan on top of it, keep it nice and cool. And this whole thing literally goes in the dark. All runs, everything. We're just waiting right now for our whatchamacallits to come in, customize buttons. So we're waiting for the optical drive. It's because the motherboard requires a driver. And this one also too has custom button system on it and all that stuff. So we're building ourselves another one. This right here is going to be one big, huge gaming PC. Oh, it's not gaming PC, but a 150-inch screen with a built-in PC. So down there is a cardboard setup that's going to run in a nice gaming PC with a peekaboo window. That's what the peekaboo window is for, because that makes it taco-proof. You won't go in there and jack it up. I'm going to show you the little build we have in here. So here, same build. That's for the motherboard. We'll hold here. Going to be cutting out the ports pretty soon here for the power supply. Liquid system with vent system on the side. Because we were going to put it here, but we're never going to have a peekaboo window. We're going to put in here. This is for the peekaboo window, so you can see inside. To make sure air can push out of this baby, we have a hole here that connects out here that pushes air out. It'll draw air out of the case. Pretty much the CPU is going to be liquid cooled, but as for the graphic card, we're still going to need airflow to come out of that thing. So we're going to have it right there. And this is the structure we built to basically put our panel system in. That's a panel system screen right there. So we came here, the walls had this texture to it. We can't paint the walls. Can't even drill into the walls. So again, can't fix it because it's a panel. It's wallpaper. So we built a whole cardboard wall here and put in a panel system piece by piece to allow us to be able to use this as a projection screen. Same display is going to go here, but it's going to be 150 inches with a built-in gaming PC. So that's what we're building there. We even built a stand over there to hold our projector. So it's pretty sturdy. It's a pretty heavy projector, but it holds pretty well. So here we're going to build something pretty cool too. I'm thinking about putting in a waterfall. We can put a waterfall in without affecting any of the PC parts. It don't have to be on the outside. And that particular waterfall would have to be painted differently due to the fact that it has to be painted with a special kind of paint to keep the cardboard from wilting. So we'll see what we go with that. The first things first, we have to convert this into something. Just want to show you around some of the stuff we've already been working on. Because we have people come in and they've never seen the builds that we do, you know. It's kind of hard to kind of understand, like we're building it all out of cardboard. And we show them some of the cool stuff we're working on. He's like, oh, okay, I see. Give him an understanding. Most of these are done with a knife, so we barely ever use scissors. We use a knife to do all this. It's easier to cut everything out. Somebody sat there and said, at the end of the day, well, people have been doing this for years. Yeah, people have been doing this for years. A lot of people do this at the end of the day. It's cheap. And I mean, cases cost a lot of money. They're expensive. And for some people saying only poor people do this, no, poor people only don't do this. Anybody who builds a PC at the end of the day and it's got the idea like, I can put a PC in there, automatically going to put one in a cardboard case. They're going to do it. Because why not? It's cheap. They got a box and like, well, it's just like a PC. You can literally put a PC in there with no problem whatsoever. Not a hard thing to do. Yeah. And I've seen when people do it with the optical drives, where the drive will come up with a piece of cardboard and go right back in. You couldn't even tell between where the drive was at, where it came out. A beautiful job done. So yeah, the idea just crossed your mind. Like, let's put a PC in this? Not for just for people, for anybody who decides to, crazy way to say it, think outside the box. Wants to do something different. And no, I didn't start it. Where do you think I got the idea from? I got the idea from thinking like, anyone ever put a PC in a cardboard box before? And a bunch of people did it in a cardboard box. And I was like, oh, okay. I got to try that. So it's just a cool way. Can you do it with consoles? You can do it anything you want. You can take it apart and get it out and get it in there. You can do it whatever you want. I know people used to make sleeper PCs. So sleeper PCs, the PCs that were in old cases, like them old 80 cases, old 70 PC cases, and they would cut and convert the inside to take modern parts. They even would brown it up a little bit to make it look worn, extra worn. All right, so this is our top part right here, and this is going to house our motherboard here. So I want this thing to drop in there, like we did over there. Look at Taco over there. Be an extra taco? Extra taco? Is it possible you can be an extra taco? Can you be? Look at him over there. Always curious about what Dad's doing. Merry Christmas, Taco. Merry Christmas, everybody in this room. Merry Christmas to you all. Be safe out there, people. Be safe. All right, now we're going to build ourselves something easy. It's going to have a little complications, but it's going to be very easy to do. I got another stand coming in. It's going to be much better. We've got so many stuff I want to build for you guys. And do some pretty cool stuff. Okay, so we put this on top of here like so. That hot glue. Hot glue is magic. It is magic. I love hot glue so much. This is a big one too. That's why a bigger glue gun. I gotta get it because we're building bigger stuff. So this is gonna be where we're gonna put the motherboard on. My favorite motherboard is the baby or micro. Or what do you call it? I call them micro ITX boards. I love them because they're so tiny. Put them anywhere. All right, should we be glued? We should be glued. All right, now this is going to have to fit in here. We need to drop in there. So a pen is going to be needed. Oh, the other pen. So figuring from here, So I want to make it a little bit bigger. I don't want it to actually fit. Yeah, there should be plenty of room. Now we're going to do cardboard reinforcement, so it's nice and sturdy. All right, let's bring out this baby. That's the job. Yeah, we gotta get some crown molding fixtures. That's what I was trying to say. Now they're all gonna have to be painted individually. Detail paint job for that. Now do this because again it gives people ideas on exactly on a better way or an even more affordable way of how you want to do your builds. It's all about basically doing something different and thinking outside the box without me taking a hand off. Woo. There we go. We got our inside of the box done. Got some cardboard for the build-up. Motherboard is going to fit right here inside of this. Right here. Now how we're going to do the top part, it's going to be a pillar here and a pillar here. A pillar here and pillar here, but let's bring it a little bit more for here and here. And we're going to put the box over top of it. How we're going to cut the box is the liquid cooling system is going to be upside down under the box. It's going to transfer to this right here. It's going to have a nice bind system. Everything on there is going to be coated brown, so it all blends in nicely. Like it's part of the. It's going to have a nice bind system that comes down and meets to that motherboard. And over top of it, we're going to drop our power supply up here, and then with the artwork and all, give it a nice corroded, rusted look to it, but also too like a kind of worn out, moldy kind of corrosion kind of look to it. And then we're going to be adding some pretty cool stuff with that. And yes, I think I am going to pick up a Big Daddy and Little Sister, so a bit of steampunk. We're going to have pipes running all through it, valve systems, all that stuff, and I mean gauges and stuff. And yes, we got to get some plant life. Hey, get off of that! How dare you? All right, so let me see. This is going to be the pillars. The pillars are going to have to lay a little bit farther out. I'll take it that way. On each side. That's going to hold up the box. That does not look flat enough there on that one. I need to be this way. Alright, do this. Let me see, get a cut for this side and this side. We need to strengthen that before we actually put those things in. So we have to strengthen up here, here, and all this has to be redone. Let me see. This should be from here to here, right? I feel like a couple of burnt the heebie-jeebies out of my pinky. We'll do a really nice dry paint job on this. Give it a nice worn out look to the cardboard. So we're going to put on it. We're not worried about any form of imperfections on rough edges because we have to do a corrosion job on here with some caulking. So we get that build up to come up looking just nice. And we're just going to build our nice little cardboard we actually cut out. We're going to use that to reinforce. Now our pipe system, we're going to use our toilet paper rolls, pretty much like the rolls that when you pull the toilet paper off, it's got this little thing in the middle like a toilet paper holder roll. We're going to use those. Those are fantastic to turn into pipes. And right here. I have to install Bluetooth speakers in this because I'm going to play that song from BioShock, their theme song. Reinforcement there. Can't wait to whatchamacallit starts up again. Looking forward to Wednesday. I'm a big fan of Wednesday. I'm looking forward to Fallout. And they got this new shit coming out called Electric something. It was Electric City or something it's called. Definitely watching that. Definitely watching that. That looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. Definitely going to watch that. Got nice reinforcement on that. We're going to go down and get some crown molding wood fixtures, or little decorations for when you want to put detail art. Those things are beautiful. We're going to do a detail paint job on those. Give it kind of a rough, worn out look to it. On our corners of our box and stuff like that. We want for our box, we want the color, we want more of a black olive look to it. We've got to paint it black first, and then we're going to go back over to kind of a black olive kind of paint job over top of it. Give it more of an older look to it. Some pretty gold trim in there, but can't be too new. It has to look like it's been worn out for a bit. So do a brush job for that. So make sure we sturdy all this up nicely. Does it have to be neat? No, because we're going to corrode the daylights out of this. That's why it doesn't really make a difference. Unlike the one we did over there, everything had to be neat. That's how we can just patch it up nicely because it has to have some character to it. Some of the ends go up when we're painting it. Perfect. That means it's giving it character. Got a nice little structure build all the way around here. The motherboard's going to be right there. We don't put the motherboard in yet because the motherboard has to be cut to size, the board. Which we have a dummy board over here. So I can get an understanding of how we put all this together. So we use the old board for. So most likely it'll be here. Now if you're wondering about what about all this right here, everything's Bluetooth now. We use Bluetooth for everything. And as for the USBs, we run extenders through. So we need a cable line, we run an extender through, it comes through here. You're going to put ports on the side here. We just extend everything. Anything from outputs for audio, all that. And everything else is all Bluetooth. So everything's wireless. So we don't really have to worry about that. And the graphic card in here, I'm probably going to do a low profile. I saw a low profile 3050, which would be fantastic to fit in here. So that's what we'll go with. So we'll put that right in here. It'll be fantastic. We can make it look like a power station and cover it over with some vines. We can age it to make it look like it's really old. Same thing with the RAM. Cover it up till it's very old. Alright, so look, the cooling system's going to come from here to here. Now you're going to have to go in and you're going to have to, let me see. Here. It's from here. Power station's going to be up there, so we have nothing in here. Ports here. Let me see. The decoration I'm going to put here. Okay, I can cut all that in later on if I choose to change as I go going on the way. But we still need to put this here and here, so this is going to fit here. Definitely going to put wedges in here to fit against here, like wedges that'll come from here, down to here, down to here, down to here. For this right here. This will be one of the pillars. Let me get the other one. Now pillars have to be made so we can see through them. So we have to cut so we can see right through them. And they have to be reinforced so their structure doesn't become weak. And once you coat it, everything hardens up real nicely. We got two pillars here. Alright. Now the top part is going to be a bit interesting. So we bring it here. Right here and here. So the pillar's going to be there and there. That's actually a good size. That's not too big, not too small. It's perfect. So here we're going to need our, I'm going to need my whatchamacallit stencils, which I never have them around when I need them. Well, it's every place else but where I need them at. Let me circle one, these circles. Things up, right? I would think I would put these things up. Lose them every time. Every single time we lose them. I have no idea where we put these things at. Places are not supposed to be at. It's the reason why we can't track anything down because I had to have things in the work. Okay, there's a stencil for that. There we go, found them. Put them in the junk drawer. I'm usually busting down. I'm tired. I'm trying to get everything busted down. I just throw things anywhere. I'm just tired. Which again, so when's the next time I'm going to build something? I'm not doing this. I'm building this. All right. So this is going to be over top here. For that, yeah, I just picture that. So to me, that was just not even funny. Just kind of get an idea around this right here. There we go. That's where the electric cooling system is going to go at. So liquid cooling system is going to be underneath here. So it's going to be connected from here. It's going to connect down to here. The cable's going to lock into here, from here to here, down here to here. So we want to do it. So we have to cut a hole for that. Where is the knife? Where's the knife? There we go. Wow. Much better if you go with a knife than scissors. My cat has some zoomies. Let it be noted, on this day, Taco has the zoomies. Alright, so that's this one for this one right here. That is right there. Now I'm going to show you a little trick here for basically measuring your power supply systems. You know, if you're using the same ones, I like to use the same ones, I prefer these. They're cheap, they're affordable. I'll show you how to measure out your power supply system with a piece of paper. That's it. How you put your measurements in. So, what you're going to do is, since I have an open power supply here, we take the white sheet of paper and we're going to basically measure the length of it from here. That's how I got all these to fit in right there perfectly. White piece of paper. So, yeah, and that size right there, but that goes in a different way. The power supply goes upward to the downward. I'll show you when I get done folding it out. Taco is dangerous, man. Dangerous. Taco's dangerous. Ferocious. Taco Kitty. It's a dangerous Taco Kitty. So, if you fold a piece of paper in half, it is actually the same size as these power supplies. Here and here. Exactly the same size. It's a piece of paper folded in half. That's it. Same size. It's crazy, but it is. Same size, literally, as a power supply. Other sides and fold it up. What are you doing now there? What are you doing now there? Furzilla. 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 Being quiet. So, when we fold the sides up, like this, now we have the same size as our power supply here. Right there. That's the same size as our power supply. I made dozens of these. I just keep losing them. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to basically come in here and we have to punch a hole to the side. Does it have to be perfectly matched? Well, not really. To tell you the truth, it's a duct system. So it really doesn't make a difference. I hold the mistletoe. Bum, 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 bum. Make sure you get to the end that you hold it and support it, because you will rip the cardboard if you don't. There you go. How close do we come to basically matching this thing? Actually, not that far off, to tell you the truth, honestly. Whew, something you had to guess it on the other side of the box without seeing through the other end. We did a pretty good job on that one, didn't we? All right, so that's already done. Nice clean cut all the way through. Kind of get the knack for it. You do it enough times. So right there, we got right there for that section right there. Now we got to put a power supply in here, right? You can't run jack without a power supply. So power supply, most likely it's going to be on this side. Now, if the power supply won't reach, you need all extension cables for everything, which I prefer to have extension cables because, again, it gives me a little light bright for the night. All right, this is going to be really close to this area right here. Move. So let me see. Gotta be the center of attention all the time, don't you, talk? Gotta be the center of attention all the time. I gotta be the center of attention, I'm talk. Ticky-tock. Ticky-tock. It's gotta be the center of attention. That's ticky-tock. Ticky-tock gotta be the center of attention. I want half of my power supply to hang out a little bit. Just a little bit. Just from the edge, I want some of it to hang out. Because I want some vines to hang off of it. So we're going to bring it a little farther out so it has to hang off the edge and reinforce the edge, because I want for the power supply to have some green moss hanging off of it. Some pipes around it. So I'm going to give it a little bit more of an interesting attitude. All right. That's the top part. That's the front right there. All right, so power supply cutouts right there. We're going to reinforce the bottom half for that, so that way when it hangs off, it's not going to give me any problems like, falling off. And we're going to put a heavy magnetic system. The magnetic system won't damage any of the electronic parts, but it makes sure everything locks in place nicely. That way I'm going to pull it up, I can just pull it up and we're done. So we're going to get the process of basically doing our bottom half here. Really? Right there. So I'm going to get that out of the way and get that cut. Cutting the cardboard and go. All right, that's out of here. So that's how our sit here, top like so. Make a cooling here, power supply over there. I'm gonna reinforcement job on that. Perfect. So there's that part right there for the pillar can fit in there. And we come in here and redo our reinforcement to make sure this doesn't basically decide it wants to bend over the side and go whoop-de-doo. As a matter of fact, hold on for a minute while we're at it. This, we got a perfect size for this. Let's go over it and let's grab another piece to reinforce that by 3. So we don't have that issue. Stuff all over the place. Gee, there's. I'll use scissors for this. We're playing some music here. Like, what happened to my music? Turn the reinforcement in. That's when I was building the game, so I already started putting in drywall. Frank was happy. He was happy with the job. Well, good job. Good job. All right, get from here. Now, I don't want my power supply. I cut it so my power supply has to hang off a little bit because I want to be to drop some vines down. To reinforce around that inside of this has to be reinforced big time. So we're gonna need something there. And let me see. Okay, just cutting out our reinforcements. So, there. That's where we're reinforcing all around there. We got a liquid cooling system that's literally going to be hanging off that thing with the box to buckle out. We definitely don't want that. So, make sure we reinforce all that in there nicely, especially around that port area. Let me see. Let me get this in here. Where's this one fit at? Right there, but it needs to be trimmed just a little bit. That's perfect. Oh wait, you're doubled up. What are you using these? Using these for? Something to double up for somewhere. Oh, could use it right here. Definitely right there. Pen. Alright, let me get that wiring over there. Yeah, I know I have a whole bunch of cardboard scraps around here somewhere because I have a whole bunch of cardboard scraps around here somewhere. Perfect. Reinforcements. Alright, let me see. This credit music has me thinking about somebody playing on the Ivory Keys about tonight. At the Sands Casino, we have Jack on the Poison Ivories. And he's playing his music there. Really? Give me something. Here we go. Let me see. I'm fitting. Nope. Off by a little bit. Okay, it's perfect. Perfect. They're perfect. Right, that's a nice reinforcement right there. If I can find the character for Jet Set Radio, that was another of my favorite Dreamcast games that I like playing. I'm going to see if I can build his world. Cable system and all. Cable system's definitely going to be all EL wire. It's going to glow in the dark. And I got a buddy of mine, he's really cool in the graffiti tags and all that stuff. He's going to do all the artwork. Because I can't do that kind of work. So it's going to be me and his project together. Because I'm a big fan of Jet Set Radio. Someone's asking me about Sonic. We could do Sonic. We literally do loops on Sonic out of cardboard? Yeah. We can do Sonic. You can actually build that entire world all out of cardboard. Now, can we sell these? No, can't sell them. Not the ones that have copyrights and trademarks all over them. No. But I don't know about that, right? To tell you the truth, I got so much stuff on my plate right now. I'd just rather just put out blueprints showing you how to make it for free, how to do it yourself. I think that's much funner, because then again, you get a chance to see all the different cool stuff people build and what they can do with the blueprints. I'd rather have it that way. So we got an IC right here, how we boxed it in real nicely. So reinforce that water cooling system that's going to sit on top of there. Put a nice triangle system in there for each corner. That way you have to cut in a whole full circle, trying to figure out how to put a circle in there. You square it off, and then you put your triangles in, double them up, so we can get one in each corner. Makes it much easier than trying to figure out how to make a circle for that. I didn't know that they did a toy drive over there, because I'm kind of new here, you know what I mean? So I'm learning stuff out about all the different organizations they have to do things for people out here. And they have a toy drive over there. So man, next year, we'll donate a ton of toys in that section over there for families. Yeah, like the reason why I know a lot of this stuff, man, because I experienced this as a kid. My mom had 10 kids, so she raised all 10 kids by herself, majority by herself. She had to go to a lot of places like that. So I know about all that stuff because I lived that life. You know, I know what it's like to have. We had a blessed to have a Christmas with gifts. My mom did everything she possibly could to make sure her kids had what they needed. Sometimes it might have been exactly the same thing, but still was better. It was good. Still worked at the end of the day. So I know about those going to the cheese line and my mom being on welfare and all that stuff. Yeah, I know. I've been through all that stuff when I was a kid. And she did her best. She worked hard. She worked a job and she worked hard. She wasn't one of those people that because she had kids and she collected that she didn't want to she didn't stay home and collect. No, she worked. She worked. Went to school and became a registered nurse. And she grew up on the farm. She grew up differently. She grew up in a way where, you know, you had to work for everything. You want to grow your own food and hunt and fish and all that stuff. She grew up that way. You know, get up early in the morning, be out there picking vegetables in the cold with her parents. You know, because she grew up all by hard work. You wanted something in life, you had to work for it. So I've been through all that. I know about that life. That's why you can't forget that ever. So all her kids became high achievers, worked hard, pushed to get what they needed out of life, and they give back because they don't forget where they came from. Yeah. String everywhere. So that's why I'm marking all the areas for toy drives and everything. Because next year, majority of our proceeds are going to help other people out. That's the whole plan to begin with. Everything we're building, every design, it has the one plan, being able to help other people out with it. Well, this stuff gets everywhere. Man, by the time I get over there to this whole get-together, I'm like, what the freak happened to you? Well, I was building something. Who cares? We're a family anyway. Probably going to wrestle the dog when I get over there, too. They got a big German Shepherd, too. They just got one, too. A big German Shepherd. I think it's huge. They call them King German Shepherds. I never heard of that before. It's a big, big German Shepherd. Big guy. Him and Taco get along somewhere. He's still a puppy, so he hasn't calmed down yet. Taco's more mature than he goes up there. I'm like, oh, this guy. He must come over and just lick Taco. Can you get your beast off me, please? That's what Taco looks at me and says, can you get your beast off me? Meanwhile, I'm wrestling with him. He's a big boy. All right, let me see. All right, we got the inside all reinforced. Look at that band nicely. Right now, we still got to add structure here because power supplies is going to push down. It's going to make this kind of weak. So we have to build something there. Getting our Bob the Builder on, people. Or Bob the Builder on. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Like I said, is that copyrighted? I had to go back and check that one for a minute. Like, that don't seem copyrighted to me. Excuse me. The more uneven cardboard that we add to the surface, the more uneven the paste goes on, and that gives it more of a structure to it. So let me see. Right. One better if I did it this way, right? Well, I'm starting this paint job right away too. I mean, basically, I got to order get the paints. I know where to get the paints from, but they're closed. They're definitely closed. If they weren't, I'd be up there getting them right now. I know exactly what I need. We got to get done. We have that and that together. That would make the color for the olive green. For those two mixtures right there, that would definitely do it. I'm praying I got more glue around here because I know I got more glue. I bought a bunch of glue. We go through so much glue so fast, it's not even funny. The Mayhem commercials are gold, I swear. I am Mayhem. Is there a Transformer named Mayhem? Sounds like there would be one. There isn't, you should make one. I think I got an idea here. I think I'm going to let this overlap. I got an idea. Got an idea for something crazy. Because I told you, I want to give it some character to it. I don't want it to be too boxy. I need to give it some character. Some personality. So I'm going to do something different. I don't know if you get gargoyles from. There we go. I was trying to figure out why you weren't going through. Which I gotta trim this off. I know, but somehow this is not gonna work that way. It has to be. I have to measure it myself here because that's not gonna work. I should have did the trim there first, but I wasn't thinking. This came at the last minute. It doesn't have to be neat. It has to be. We need chaos. Get that through there. There you go. Gotta run a series of pipes right through there. I had this idea, like we just call some crazy chaos. We just push a pipe through here. That way we can have drainage, leakage. We can cut holes through here and have stuff seeping out. But that's pretty cool. Got to give the corners some personality. Corners need personality. So we're gonna need heap and heap of freaking plants and stuff hanging off of it. It's cool to have some piping here. Now we're doing for this section right here, we just took another pipe here and we basically connect it here. Now you have to worry about this part. It actually like it's connected because you're gonna have mold and corrosion coming down here, plants running off of it. So that way all that's gonna be camouflaged. I used to cut right through them and just place them through, but this is different. We're doing a corrosion job, so pretty much don't need all that to begin with. All right, that's cool to have that in there. Let me go search through my drawer of madness, which I'm gonna start calling them from now on because I have these sticks. I bought tons of them. I know I bought a whole bunch of them. They're just buried in the chaos. The chaos. But the guys gonna come out like Undertaker. What did I build yesterday that required like that many of them? Because I had a whole stack of those things. Alright. Just gonna have to. I don't have to dig through that anyway. I gotta clean it up anyway. It all has to be cleaned out anyway. I'm pretty sure we got enough. We should have enough to do what we gotta do here. Okay, let me see. Definitely want to put a reinforcement here because that's definitely going to have some problems. I'll just fill out the whole thing. So just cut bits and pieces here and there. Let's see. We need to hang a little bit over the top. Like I said, we're building a corrosion buildup, so we need that hangover. We just don't want it near the power supply because the power supply has to fit there nicely. I need a little bit over here and here, just a little bit of a lift over the top here and here. We need that to give it more of a personality. I need this section over here. Covering it up that quick? Mother Jerry Ghost. Let's see what we got here. This. Give me this. Right, cool. own world of entertainment, people, 24/7. Got all these things in my head just in there that I want to build and put together, but you know, can't build everything right now. So, you know, I get my acreage of farm land, man, I'll be out there building all kinds of stuff, especially if my buddy teaching me welding. Build all kinds of cool stuff. And that's how we build that square in there like this. Like that. And then we can put triangle here, triangle here, triangle here, triangle here. It doesn't make a difference if it's crooked. Mind you, we're building a whole entire... It's a corrosion setup. The corrosion setup doesn't have to be neat. It's going to be complete chaos. That's what it's going to be. So the more imperfection you have to the surface, the better the corrosion job. Get some more detail, get some more depth to it. If it's smooth, you're not going to have any depth, no imperfection to it. No, you have to have some imperfection to it. Now let's get a funnel system in there. Woo! I'm loving this music. There's people cracking in. What's going on? Now we're going to make a funnel system pretty easy. You're going to bend your cardboard. That's what you're going to do. Just bend it. Bend it. Bend it. Bend it. Bend it. Bend it again. Make it nice. That's perfect. Now it's not going to fit in there because that's going to be way too small. So you're going to have to get yourself another piece. Make sure you get the side of the box that got the sticky on it. If it doesn't have sticky, you'll have to put some sticky on it. So now we're going to make our own duct system. Duct system is only required for the opposite side of this thing. That's one right there. And you repeat the same process. We're just going to bend it. Anytime you make any kind of curves to anything, bend it. You go back over it with some wood putty and smooth everything out. It's pretty nice. But we're not doing wood putty. We're just basically doing a whole duct system. Is there something on? Temperature's in there. Jumping like crazy. Power off? Yeah. Oh, the projector is on. Hey, why is this so fucking hot in here? There. Stickies. You can just put tape if you don't have stickies around on your boxes. Bam! Photo system already in. Bam! Installed. Frank has been checking us out like, you got the installment done yet? We're doing the installment, Frank. We just put the duct system in. Get over that, Frank. Get over Frank. Frank's a supervisor. Just having some fun. Just boot goofing. We just boot goofing. Nothing. No, that's in there. Make sure that stays. But it's like every time I feel like I'm using this, I feel like I'm welding something in, like the welding. People do welding on it. No, it's not the same thing, I know, but still, just what it feels like sometimes. Got a little weld job in there. Make sure that stays in place. There we go. Alright, now we got that put in. All that's hooked in there. Got the little funnel system. Put out a 120 millimeter fan to suck air out of that. It's pretty cool. Cooling system down here, but we have to make sure this is sturdy because this doesn't look too sturdy right here. I think the inspector's been eyeing that. It's like, you know, supervisor. Oh, I'm gonna put that down because that freaks somebody out. People don't get freaked out by roaches. Alright, see if we fit in here. No, I'm not filling that. Too loose. Too loose. That's bugging me. Has to be just right. It's gonna be too much. Has to be snug as a bug in there. Here we go. That's better. That's as snug as a bug. That's too short. I'll use that. Okay. Looks a bit insanity, right? It's really not that hard, to tell you the truth. Basically, just reinforcing the foundation. You don't want stuff caving in or stuff buckling when you paint it. That's the last thing you want to go through. The sucker can buckle within itself, which you don't want. So that's why we're going and we're putting in all these supports to make sure it stays where it's going to stay at. Reinforce the surface. Once we coat it, then it becomes just like a piece of stone. Once you put that caulking on it, well, it's even more. I don't want to rise too much. That's perfect. Yes, one. That's two. I tell you, Battlestar Galactica The machines they had on there, everybody was freaking in love with those, the bad guys. They had these freaking laser systems that bounced back and forth like Knight Rider. But man, their armor was so freaking shiny. I was like, man, you guys are just not built for stealth, are you? you just reflect everywhere. Like, I don't think they were going for stealth. But their armor was amazing. Everybody liked that armor they had. And that laser would just bounce back and forth. Battlestar Galactica. There's about a lot of shows on outer space. You know, Buck Rogers. Buck Rogers from the 21st century? I look that for a minute. Hold on. What year did he go back? What year did Buck Rogers return in the future? 2491. So yeah, that's past our time. That's definitely past our time. 2491. Definitely. That's way past our time. Boy, they were thinking way into the future, weren't they? Usually, most of them say the year 2000. Something like that. That's what they'll say, year 2000. Because everybody thought the year 2000 we were going to have flying cars and everything. You got to check out, what kids, they have a thing where they've recorded where kids really thought what the future was going to be like in the year 2000. They literally thought we were going to have flying cars and all this stuff. Well, they were wrong by some of it, but when my mom was coming up, and they went to had a World's Fair, and they talked about the future, right, we have now. They talked about a machine that you can put food into, and it would cook it super, super fast. Microwave. So some of the stuff, they were dead on. But having the ability to be able to flying cars, I don't even think that's even a good idea, to tell you the truth. You got people who can't even drive the regular cars correctly. I can't imagine them in flying cars. But I can see a way, basically, to keep them from slamming into buildings, because all they would have to do is just put in kill switches into the cars. They come too close to a certain barrier, like a kill switch, and they shut down. That's it. They would just stall. That's it. Car can't crash into another car if they all come near the barrier. They just stall. They shut the system down like a kill switch. That would basically keep them from slamming into buildings, or people doing crazy stuff like having a bad office romance and they decide they're going to drive a car through a building. Can't do that if you have a kill switch that activates. Shuts your system down. So that would solve that problem altogether. Because if you look at the Fifth Element, they got flying cars. What keeps a car from slamming into a building? They have to have some kind of kill switch on that vehicle. Alright, there's our area right here for the bottom half. Here. And we're definitely going to have some kind of port. Power supply is going to be here, right? Alright. So if power supply is here, cords are going to come through here. You're going to have a port to drop wires and cables through, which should have did that before we reached and reinforced the floor. But we're good on that anyway. We got it. Let me see. Where's my port? Port down here. It's going to be port. Where are you? Jelly beans over there. Oh, there's a port over here. All right. So let me see. We have, it's going to come up through here. It's going to come portion from right here. Oh wait, isn't this going to be directly on the top of the power supply? Power supply is going to be here. So port should be back here. I don't want port anywhere near. Smokey and the Bandit. That's another epic classic, Smokey and the Bandit. I think people were in love back then of great big huge tractor trailers being chased by law enforcement officers, and was the tractor trailers against the police. We had a lot of shows like that back then, you had the police coming after the tractor trailers, and tractor trailers were the kings of the road, and they'd all band together to take out these cops. And I'm not saying all cops, I'm just saying certain cops were pretty bad cops, and they would come together and destroy these cop cars. They tear them up to nothing. Say breaker 10-4. I got two what's it, two Smokies, no, two something. They had a number one tournament on my back. Why was that? Seen the truck pop up behind the back of the car, and the car be squeezed in between the two, but they wouldn't kill the officer. They just wreck their car a little bit, trash it. Smoking the bandits like that. And one of the all-time favorite action scenes is when you had the roadblock and the tractor trailer would just crash right through it. I remember there's a movie called Tank a long time ago. It's about a guy who basically was a colonel who retired from the military, and he went in a bar to get something to drink. No, his son went in the bar to get something to drink, and there was a crooked sheriff at the bar, and this crooked sheriff at this town, the bar he was drinking at, and they locked him up, and they gave him some crazy case. It was basically bogus. So the guy was like, "Look, if you can get him over here in our jurisdiction, we can fight this." And the guy was like, "Well, how am I going to get him out of there?" And he went to the police. He went to the army base and stole a tank and went to go get him out. That movie was amazing. So it was pretty cool. Just him and another female girl. He picked up a hitchhiker. He picked up. And they were driving around in this tank. Went to go get his son back. All right, we got the port cut. That's where Mr. Bird's having a conversation about a tank. We got a port cut in there. So we're going to put our little slot right here. We got a bunch of these things right here. Put that right in there so it fits in there nicely. Boom. So that'll drop our wires and cables and everything right straight to the motherboard. Kaboom! Liquid cooling system here with port on the top. Getting ready for a new piping system. It's going to push all through this system. Running valves and gauges and stuff. So it's going to look pretty sick. So we're getting ready to get it all set up. So it's going to look absolutely toasty. I can use regular glue for basically enforcing artwork. We need to add some character to this. So we got some other ways we can do it too. Because I do need to save that glue for reinforcing our barriers. Where the freak is I'm using the pillars. So this is what we're using for our pillars right here. Pillars need peekaboo windows because we need to see what's going on the other side. They can't be just like this. Got to add some character to them, right? So let's get something ready for these pillars. They have to be even, Steven, on both sides? Not really. Not really. So we're gonna do it to these pillars right here. We're gonna basically put in cardboard here, 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 like a little window here and here on each side. We need to be straight? No, we need to add character to this because again, this is going to be covered in some vines and corrosion. So yeah, for each side of these, I mean, they're pretty kind of cool in that. That's one. Usually most other ones we're looking for a little neatness. This one we're not. Gotta add some character to it. I keep thinking about what Kramer cracked Elaine's neck and said, what he said? With pain comes pleasure. Crack. Snapped her neck. It would have worked. He forgot to tell her to sleep on a board. He said he had to sleep on a board for a while. So with pleasure, with pain comes pleasure. Crack. He's a chiropractor. Pain comes pleasure. Sleep. Okay. This is why we need the heavy glue assembled. He's kicking. Now, for those who are wondering, how do you get that? We build the. Actually, it's like building with the. Like you're building a real structure, so you have to put a support system in there for that. That's the beautiful thing about building, figuring out how to get it all to work. That's why I like kind of like puzzle solving games. Gotta figure it out. Get that brain to work. It's like I'm in a workout class. Come on, people. People in the back. Come on. Work it out. Some pretty good music. All right, we got this one. We got this one. This one. We got 4 of these for our support system. Bam! Hello, people. It's my people, cousins, and all that stuff chiming in. Where the frick is this guy at? I'll be there. I'm building. 1024. I'm pretty sure they're all loaded up over there. We must have to wait. We were in progress of building something great. I'm like, where the frick are you at? I'm building. They usually never call because they figure I'm in streams all the time. That's why. So send chimes and like, what's up? What you doing? Friends, family, customers. I have my Facebook page. People trying to get on my Facebook page that, again, we know who you are. Jesus tells us who you are. So you know that from the door. I'm going to send him a friend request. I'm going to be a woman. I'll say something very nice about him so I can get on his page. Jesus knows who you are. If Jesus knows who you are, we know who you are. We follow God. Yeah! That glue hit. Bam! Working on it right now. We have to earn the pain. Earn the pain. Like the Halo helmet, I had to earn that Halo. Every time I look at it, like that thing almost killed me. Yeah, because I caught ammonia. I was determined to get that helmet. Didn't make a difference. I was getting my freaking helmet. They said they only had so many left over. Never forget that, man. Came out of the bank. I don't know where this storm came from. It was raining so hard that you literally couldn't even see the ground anymore. That's how hard it was raining. And the guy said he had one left. Somebody was coming to go pick it up. No, he had 2 of them. Someone's coming to go pick it up. I'm pretty sure the other one was going to disappear too. That was the Halo helmet. And man, I checked every place. It's the only store that had it. Raining like cats and dogs outside. He said, you know what? I'm getting this helmet. It was raining freaking so hard, couldn't even see the pavement anymore. But you know what? I walked that freaking 4 city blocks to get my helmet. Got in there, I was so soaking wet. The money in my wallet was soaked. That's how drenched I was. I feel like I weighed about 100 pounds. All my denim was just soaking wet. But it was worth it. And then when I got home, I sneezed and I was like, ah, shoot, this ain't good. And it wasn't because I ended up catching pneumonia. I had to go to the hospital and everything. Sat up there for a week or so. In bed. Looking at this helmet. My friends are chatting back like, yo, man, we're in a plane game. It's freaking amazing. And I'm sitting there like, man. And I finally went through my passage of pain for that helmet. I was able to go and play it. And it wasn't a helmet. You couldn't put it on, which I was kind of bummed out about that. But still, pretty cool. Yeah, I had to earn that. I almost caught ammonia for that helmet. Yeah. Unreal Tournament. When that came out, I got the plate for it. For Xbox 360. I still got my plate. And I remember I broke my hand. I broke my hand in class. Made a bet I could actually smash Indian oak. I was definitely wrong on that one. Wasn't trained for that one. But yeah, I shattered my hand. I broke my 2 fingers. And came home and my hand was swelled up like a boxing glove. And I didn't think anything of it. I thought maybe like I pulled something or whatever. My brother's like, your hand's broken. You got to go to the hospital. Go to the hospital. Do the x-rays. I shattered my hand pretty bad. It's bent right here. I broke this finger and I broke that one. That's why it leans over here like that, because I broke them. But anyway, so they give me the needle and they put my hand to sleep and all that nonsense. And then the guy was like, no, we're going to have to put you to sleep literally because we're going to have to go and we're going to have to. When they came back in and said, you're going to have to come in and get your hand rebuilt. I was like, ah, shoot, the game was coming out too, and I'm gonna have a cast on my hand. I'm gonna get a chance to play Unreal Tournament. And sure enough, freaking, I told him when I went under, I said, look, do me a favor. Do not put the cast past my fingers because I need the game. But I broke my fingers anyway. I didn't want them all the way up here. I want them at least down here so I can manipulate the buttons. And if you could possibly, wink, wink, if you can get me a robot hand because I would like to have a robot arm. But when I came out of it, the cast was past my fingers and I got no robot arm. I was like, mother jumper. So when I got back, the game came in. You could order from GameStop at that time. And I'm staring at this game. I'm looking at the faceplate and looking at the magazine. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I can't take this no more. So 3 days in, I went downstairs, got my brother's toolbox, and took a grinder to my cast. I'm surprised I didn't cut any fingers off, but, you know, you do whatever when you want a game at the end of the day. And I had to take a small little saw bit, little cutter, and I had to cut around my cast so my fingers could stick out a little better. And I had to grind down right in here so my controller could fit in perfectly. And guess what? It was a game on. Game on, brothers. Game on. When I came back and it was got docked up my cast, did you modify your cast for a controller? Yes, I did. Look at that. We got our right there. Look at that. Weather. We should build a castle soon next. We need to build a castle. Castle. Call it the Cyber Castle. Cyber Castle. Maybe build a Cyber Castle one day. Cyber Castle. You're worthy of the Cyber Castle. I talk them deep, dark voices in the Cyber Castle. My lord, the Cyber Castle is completed. Whee! I think we're straight. Doesn't really make a difference. It's all going to the same place. Alright. Now he's in the process of building the arches that will hold up our pillars. What I like about this is there's no instructions. Pretty much you build as you go, you know. That's what I like about it, you know. When you do models, and again, I don't put anybody down that does models. First thing I say, I don't freak you guys for doing that in the day because I don't know how to do it myself. Like all those tiny pieces, you put all that together. I'm so impressed by that. I really am. I watch other people models together. They build stuff and stuff like that, and the paint jobs on them are freaking amazing. Gee whiz Louise. You guys don't oil paint much on standalone? Because some of the artwork you guys do is freaking amazing. Things look so realistic, it's not even funny. But for me, since I can't build models, I have to build my own pieces and stuff, and I build from there. You know. But I would never say at the end of the day that what I do is compared to what they do. Because, sheesh, man, some of that stuff they build is unfreaking believable. I watched this guy for the longest time build his own parts, his own stand-up props for his train sets, and I was like, good gracious, like, some of that stuff was amazing. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Cover me in cardboard. That's what I like to be at, people. Cover me in cardboard. Get me a cardboard jacket. They make cardboard jackets? Yeah, think about that one. Can I get a cardboard jacket? Oh, where's the mouse at? The desk is best when it's a mess. Cardboard jackets. Well, they make them for coats. Oh, they do make a cardboard jacket. I'm going to get one of these. Give me a cardboard jacket. I'm pretty sure it has to be waterproof. Now, usually, if I had a family, crap, get out of here. Sticking to me. I would have to be with the family, which means I would have to be. Not saying it's not bad, though. It's a good thing. But for me, it's kind of different. You know what I mean? I have people contact me from the office saying, hey, you going to be with your family? I was like, No. I have family. I do. But as my own family, no. And do I basically feel like an empty area there? Nah. Not really. It's not for me because my life is different. I like to do this. I like to build. To each his own. That's why I said to everybody, to each your own. You know what I mean? If that's you like the family life and you got that, God bless you on so many levels, it's not even funny. You know what I mean? That's what you like and that's what you have. And I basically support that 100%. But some people have a life where basically they are to themselves. But, you know, I got friends of mine that have big families and all that stuff. And, hey, you know what? That's what they like. That's what they like. And that's what they want. And that's what they got. And that's what they enjoy. They got other friends of mine who basically, right now, I got one friend right now in England. He's in England right now. Chilling. No family, no kids. He's out there chilling. He's at a tavern right now with a bunch of friends playing darts. That's what he's at. And he's from America. And he took a trip to England. He's out there with some buddies of him. They're out there playing darts. So what you do Christmas? I smell that in the tavern, man. Some dark ale. Playing some darts with some friends. Oh, cool. Now see, there you go. People have pets. I got pets. I got Taco over here. Taco is done fighting his toys, so now he's retired. So he has to go back over to some family members' houses. They go, oh, look at Taco! Look at Taco! I'm telling you, oh, the humans. Oh, the humans. Oh, there's a dog over there, too. Look at that. You brought me over here with a dog. There's an actual dog in the corner. The dog's like, oh my God, it's a cat over there. There's a cat over there. Somebody get away from me, beast. That's my sister, dog, and Taco's connection. They don't fight. Eventually, they do calm down, and they do lay next to each other. But it's hilarious the way Taco comes and looks at everybody. Look at all these people. Oh my God, who are you? And who are you? Who are you? Oh, the dog in the corner. There's a freaking dog in the corner. And dog, there's a cat over there. There's a cat. Get away from me, beast. It's hilarious the way they act. And then later on, everybody's all chill. He's laying next to the dog. Right under the dog. They laying together. Get away from me, beast. Oh my goodness, hilarious. If Taco could talk, that's what it would be. Everybody wants to be in Taco's space because they think they can pick him up and hold him and stuff. Only one person can do that, and that's my sister. She's the only one that can pick up that cat. And they're like, why is it? I don't know. I don't know what it is. He just connects to her. Oh, and her boyfriend, which I found really interesting too, because at the first time I brought Taco over there, he just stares at him. He just looks at him and stares at him. Like, not in a mean way, he just stares at him. And he talks to him, like Taco just meows and everything. He doesn't rub up against him. And he has this respect line, but he just sits there and just chills with him. He likes, he's Jamaican. He smokes his weed. Taco's right underneath his whatchamacallit with him. You like weed, Taco? Apparently you do. It's just the same thing as catnip. So he's right underneath there with him. They chilling, watching the game together. Yep, he connects to him. But he don't rub up against him. He don't jump on him, nothing. They just have this kind of like standoff kind of friendship. It's funny. So they're the perfect candidate. If I pass off this earth, they can take care of Taco for me because nobody else can take care of Taco. Yeah. Taco like, oh, you want to play, huh? I will show you the true meaning of pain. You all right? Come here, goofy boy. You got kind of started there? What are you eating? Don't eat that. I keep telling you, stop eating that glue. That stuff gets caught up in your system. It's going to jack you up, man. And jack you up. Remember like Kramer and that freaking Kenny's Fried Chicken. Don't eat that chicken. It mess you up. It's going to mess you up. That's how he said mess you up. He's like a straight back man. Mess you up. There we go. Yeah, I love Kenny. Kenny's Fried Chicken must be one of the most funniest ones I've seen so far. That was freaking hilarious. Mr. Marbles. Freaking Mr. Marbles. His doll. Mr. Marbles was alive. Mr. Marbles is actually moving around that apartment. Mr. Marbles, he's harmless. Cracking and cracking and freaking put him in the bows of a ship. And that Mr. Marbles is freaking me out. That doll you got there is freaking me out. He said, Mr. Marbles, he's freaking harmless. Mr. Marbles is alive. And running around that apartment too, which I was crying. That in the movie theater with the thick glasses was another one that was hilarious. A lot of people didn't like Seinfeld. I love Seinfeld. Seinfeld was hilarious. They always figured out some jacked up way to dog each other out. Even if it wasn't intentionally, they still figured out a way to jack each other up. Newman. Jerry. And Tim in the court, you guys got nicknames for everybody. Yeah, pet names really for everybody. And the Soup Nazi. That was freaking hilarious too. That was another one that's freaking hilarious with the Soup Nazi. They had the jacked up names for people, but the Soup Nazi was hilarious. No soup for you. Let it go, George. Let it go. George just could not let it go. Let it go, George. I forgot my bread. $3. Everybody else got it for free. No soup for you. Yeah, Jack. That's got to be. If you got a name called the Soup Nazi, that is a pretty jacked up name someone gave you. That's messed up. That's a pretty jacked up name. The Soup Nazi. You know it's time for they're Jewish, right? They're all Jewish. You know, more funnier. They didn't even name the Soup Nazi. Yeah, they were petty as on the what? They were super petty. Seinfeld was being petty on a whole level. Unknown to man and beast. They were petty. And it was hilarious, but it was petty. Especially George. George was super petty. Jerry was more superficial. He wasn't conceited, but he was superficial. He was. He had no emotions for anybody whatsoever. I care. What's the salty discharge? I care. They were interesting. And just, I don't know how you guys all ended up together. I didn't like the Seinfeld ending. They went to jail. I didn't like that one. I think they redid it. I didn't like that one. Alright. So, there's still power supply. It's going to have a nice little ledge to it. So we have liquid cooling system. It's going to drop from here, but it's going to be right here. It's going to drop right here to motherboard. Let me see. Yeah. It's going to drop from here to motherboard here. And then you have the power unit, which is right back there, which is going to come from there, from that port there to here. This is going to have an M2 on it. We're not going to put the other hard drive on it. Power supply sits right here. So basically the part for the cord, it's all going to be out here, but I'm going to bring it back here and bring it down this system here so you can't see it through a pipe system. And since the back of the power supply here, all the wires and cables will come through here and come out through here. So they'll connect here and here with no problem whatsoever. As I told you, everything in the board's going to be Bluetooth except for the cords here and the USBs, which are going to be using extenders, which will probably drop about right here. I'm going to put an electrical conjunction box here. That's going to be covered over with vines and stuff, and that's where you're going to find the ports for that. Have a door that's hanging halfway off of it, saying caution, something like that. But everything else, piping system, all that, funnel system. So let's see what else more we have to do with this. I definitely want to add a little bit more character to the cardboard. Definitely want to do that. And it seems actually nicely reinforced. But I do want to do a reinforcement for the sides and everything, so forth. So forth. So forth. Taco's laying on the cardboard. Look at the cardboard inspector. There's the cardboard inspector inspecting the cardboard. Hey, Taco. Inspecting the cardboard? This is your liking? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, rah, rah. Make sure everything goes well, right? Alright, let me see. Okay, the bottom half needs to be redone, so I need to get cardboard out for that. And we need another box. Sides needs a little bit more attitude. On the floor. I guarantee families probably contacting me right now. Like, where the freak are you at? We are building. Couldn't come and stop. We can't. When we build, we can't stop. Okay, come as a requirement. It's one of the rules. Cut it in half on purpose. I need to add character to it. Oh, man. I can see you working on some stuff, wearing some welding glasses, building something, welding something together. A backup jack. About to hook this up. About to throw my welding glasses to hook this up. How do we go through this much? I need about 2 packs of these things. I eat through these things. I need to buy them in bulk. I need to buy a pack of like 600, 800, something like that. I need a lot of these things. 800 is a lot, but I literally burn through that many. That quick, that fast. Oh wait, I found more. These things are like freaking. This for me. This is gold. Actually gold. This is gold for me. Can we digging around this drawer, looking for this? It's gold, baby. Gold. It's gold in them holes, baby. It's gold in them there holes. Gold. I tell anybody, you get me something for Christmas, get me glue sticks. And that's where everybody got me glue sticks. I have a bunch of glue sticks. Like, that's all you want? Yes, like not the candy corn incident. We're not doing that one ever again. That was a bad idea. Never asked for that one again. Like, hey, why don't you guys get me some candy corns? You know, some people don't want to come off looking cheap. So, you know, candy corn's like $1 a bag, and they bring you like $5, $10 for candy corn. Yeah, you multiply that by 30 people, and imagine how much candy corn you got at the end of the day. It's too much, way too much. Oh, shoot. Hey, see, that's the dumb stuff I say at the end of the day. You do to yourself. There you go. Doing dumb stuff at the end of the day. Jeez. He got it out of his throat. He almost choked on it. Idiot. Stop doing dumb stuff. I don't care if curiosity at the end of the day. Stop doing dumb stuff. The reason why I move stuff away from you all the time. Got it out of his throat just in time. Dumb. Always doing something. What the frick is wrong with you? You had a habit of licking the projectors. Don't even ask me where that even started from. That was the weirdest thing I ever saw in my entire life. Licking the walls. He was licking the walls at one point. Jeez. It looked like banana. I would love to have a day, Taco. Just one day, just for you to talk. For you to talk and understand what goes on in your mind sometimes. Like, that wall looks like banana. I don't ever have taste. What is wrong with you? Why would you do that? Okay, here we go. Jeez. Yes, I love this. Give it the personality. That's like punching holes in your car to make it go faster. Because you gotta put them air holes in there to make it go faster. What movie was that? It was something I was watching. They took a pickaxe to the car to make it go faster. I put some super racing stripes on it. I put some holes in it to make it go faster. Heck, damn it. Sorry about that. Done here. You guys over. Yeah. Now, if you want to do like something like Mech Wasteland, that's pretty easy to do. You can use flex stone. That makes up the building's made out of stone structure. And if you want to have like a real kind of dusty, sandy kind of look to it, you can actually use regular sand. Just cover everything in glue, hit it with sand, shake it off, and make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Get yourself a spray-on poly. Or you make a spray-on glue too on top of that comes up clear. Then you might want to go poly on it to protect it. You want to do something like that. Gives it a really cool effect, people. A really cool effect. Mother Jerry's ghost. Supernova in the sky. Well, I'll show you anything there. Ooh, that's freaking Jerry's ghost. No, I don't curse people. I used to have a really bad cursing all the time. Yeah, really bad. Then I started making my own curse words up. Mother freaking Jerry ghost. Like, when my sister was in the supermarket yesterday, you freaking liquor. We was in the line for all these people. I did this yesterday. Was it yesterday? Was the day for yesterday? No, it was Sunday. Sunday. I was out there with my family, and we was in the supermarket, and I asked her to get me something, right? And she came back with something completely different. What the freak is this? It's not gonna work. Can't use this. You freaking liquor. She was in there crying up. But yeah, I had a really bad habit of cursing. I cursed all the time, like badly. And the habit I need to break. So I literally just came up with my own words, which are not even curse words, they're just hilarious. Mother freaking Frankenstein is one of my favorite ones to say. Like, mother freaking Frankenstein, fall off something, burn myself, whatever. Yeah, it'd be that line, mother freaking Frankenstein. Like, what in the heck is that? I got mad at one guy online. You can lick my table, dude. You can lick my table. He's like, wait, what? You just told me to go lick your table? That's right. I just stutter? Did I stutter? He started cracking up. We actually became friends over that. Lick my table. Oh, yeah? You know what you can do? You can sit in my chair, man. You can sit in my chair. You can lick my table. Dude, I'm done. That's hilarious. Yeah, because why you gotta curse at somebody? Curse at somebody, get mad at you, you know what I mean? It's a bad word to say to begin with. You know, it's not cool, you know? But if you make it hilarious, then everybody gets a laughter out of it. Even if they're mad at you, they get a laughter out of it. I'll tell you one thing, that witch in freaking Legend, she was black. She's like, hey, Jack! You ever watch Legends with Tom Cruise? About the whole unicorn thing? The slaying of the unicorn? That witch was definitely black. Hey, Jack! I gotta go, Jack! Yeah. She definitely was a black witch. She had me cracking up. Jack. Making our own clamp system. Making my way downtown. Yo, you ever heard the Grand Theft Auto version is jacked up with that song. It really is. Really messed up. But it's funny. But it's just messed up. Yeah. You know, clamp system out of cardboard. We gotta get it in there. Cardboard is fighting us. It's resisting the fuse together. So we must do it. So basically, everything we're going to be getting is this. When you do these steampunk PCs, pretty much, you're just grabbing scrap, man. You're just building everything from scrap, man. Building everything from scrap. Put these across here and across here in each pipe. I'm going to put across there. This is where imagination kicks into overtime. You're putting it all together, all little parts and components and everything you're gonna need. Put it all together to bring it to life. And a lot of freaking detail painting, because you're gonna go through a lot of that. Definitely worth it in the end. Consider it to be your art. That's what it is, your art. It's your work. Different way of doing artwork. I told you, you gotta get some of these boxes, hook up something real nice with them, paint them all white. Get some finger paints. Timber! Make some pretty designs. I'm actually building a mailbox with a PC in it. Guess what? For the post office. Yep. Got a request from somebody that wants me to build one of these. They want some of it exposed, the box exposed, but I'm going to build them a PC out of a mailbox. That is going to be fun. I'm going to shove a bunch of letters in the top of it, like it's going to jam with letters and stuff. It's going to be freaking cool. And I think one side of it, I'm going to get a bunch of stamps. I'm going to do one side, nothing but stamps for the artwork. Now the reason why we're letting these overlap a little bit, maybe just a little bit, I might put a pipeline through there. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a pipeline through there. I might do a pipeline through here. So I might think that this overlap, I'm going to run a pipeline through here. Yeah, I can attach the pipe lights on later on. Any tape? We need to add structure and form. Duct tape actually works much better. Definitely much better. Can we peel this? Can we get to this to peel it? I'm trying to add a little texture to this surface, man. I need to separate a little bit more than this. I'll show you what I'm trying to do. Add a little. You can do this better if you have, because when you paint this, it's going to give it that rough look on the corners. So we just got to give a little bit more personality to it. When we paint it, it's going to look absolutely beautiful. I'm going to have to go pretty soon because I got family probably chiming in like, where the frick are you at, man? We're doing art. Art, baby. Art. You not feel my pain? There we go. It's going to give a nice texture to it. Nice texture to it. Can't look too perfect. And we got a lot of wear and tear going on in here, you know? This knife works well. She works well, faithful. Works fantastic, man. Oh, this is making me love it even more. I think I love this. Look at this. Bang! A nice texture to it. Man, when we paint that in, that is going to look extra sick, man. That's going to look extra sick. Look at that. Look at that rough edge to it. Look at that. Looks like it's been... Oh, yeah. Definitely. I love it. Freaking love it. Best way to get some masking tape and pull away, man. I'm going to give it that rough look to it. A little texture to it. Bring it to life. I'm going to tell you, first, chaos. Always chaos first, and then comes calm. You gotta really tear into it. That's gonna give it a nice look to it right there. She did the other one that way too, same way. Oh, I like that look to it. Hell Driver. Yeah, I'm gonna learn that game. I'm still learning it. I'm getting there. I'm learning it. The other guy is good. He's really good at it. I tell you one thing. Plus side of you switching over to PC, you can turn a PC into a con. It's the same thing. Literally, honestly, tell you the truth. When you really think about it, I mean, you're evolving with more advanced parts, right? You're just basically just finishing the race with a lot more better parts, and on top of that, you can just select how you want to design it. I'm gonna build me a PlayStation PC because technically, with the parts you got in the Pro, you are in the PC territory. You are. Just say you don't have freedom. That's all the only thing about it. But you literally could build PlayStation PC. Blow your mind there a bit there? Yeah. But the difference is you can change all your parts. Got free online play. But still, since they porting the system over anyway, might as well, right? And you can put your PlayStation logo on it. You hook up the way you want it. Because, you know, I'm thinking about building myself a PlayStation PC. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm only going to use those controllers only for the PlayStation, for that unit only. So we're going to do it. We're going to do it right. Only controllers. We're going to get the PlayStation controllers, sync them up, going to match the system and everything. We're going to design our own. Build our own PlayStation. Yep. We got that case. It looks like the PlayStation case. We have to buy a PC for this one, piece of case for this one. Place. Push the crap out of that one. PC cases that look like the PS5 Pro. PC cases. I think I got a couple that may look just like a PlayStation. I gotta have that kind of like shape look to it, like that kind of curved shape to it. I think there's a few that actually have it. I'll have to look it up. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna paint it up looking just like, exactly like a PlayStation Pro. Exactly like it. This is gonna be a PC version. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Just gotta do a little hunting, but I'll find one. Because technically, like I said, if they're porting the games over there, it's still going to be a PC. With the parts you have in there, you're almost PC anyway. So, might as well go full throttle. So I'm building me a whatchamacallit. I'm building me a PC that looks just like a PlayStation unit. It's got the logo on it and everything, and I'm getting the controllers and everything. And I'm identified as a console PC. I'm calling it console PC. I'm going to bottom hybrid console PC. Yep. Get everything PlayStation on it. Now, technically, if I was in a PlayStation like a hardcore fanboy, and I'm like, okay, so you want me to pay for your hardware, pay for your parts and everything else, but you're gonna port it's yours at the end of the day. You guys invested the money into it. You're gonna put my freaking exclusives on another system? Like a disrespect at the end of the day, to tell you the truth, honestly. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm not buying any more of your console systems. I'm gonna build me a PC. I'm gonna put your logo on it, use your controllers on it, except for at the end of the day, I'm gonna still play your games because they're gonna be over there anyway. But I'm not going to support your hardware anymore. Or you're basically paying that subscription cost at the end of the day. I'm not paying for that either. Y'all need to boycott them. Seriously. Honestly, to tell you the truth, being both console and PC, do I think PlayStation games should be over on PC? No, they shouldn't be. They need to stay where they're at. They need to stay on console. That's what makes console. I'm wanting to support. I do not want to see console disappear. I don't. Really, trust me, don't. They need to keep the games where they belong. That's what I believe. Some people want them over there. I really technically don't. I think they need to stay where they're at. I think Sony needs to put their trust in their fan base and not do that, because that's betrayal at the end of the day. Xbox did that nonsense with Halo. Yeah, I'm out. I'm done. So they need to be loyal to their fan base. It's their fan base is the reason why they exist. So, you know, I don't care how much money you make at the end of the day. If it wasn't for the fan base or anybody who supported them, they wouldn't be here right now. Because mine, when they came out, a lot of people were skeptical that they weren't even going to last that long because Sony playing a game system, Sony? Now, Microsoft more favorable because Microsoft does computers and all that stuff. But Sony, and the fact that they had such a large fan base that supported them and allowed them to be who they are, and yeah, how dare they basically send your ports over there? They shouldn't do that. That's wrong. Definitely wrong on so many levels. So yeah, you have a right to be angry. You have a right to be upset. And if I were you guys, I'd get a petition started. Tell them to cut it out and stop it. Because again, you know, that's wrong. You want to charge me for a subscription cost every freaking month or every freaking year, but you're going to port my games over there to another system. And I hate to say it, PC's bad, yeah. But an Xbox system, and I hate to say Xbox, you'd be the same way. If they ported Halo over there, you'd be upset. That's at the end of the day, they know at the end of the day it's rivalry. They know it. That's what it is. It's rivalry at the end of the day. They know this from the door. So why in the world would you do that? almost as worse as that. I told you about that guy who was he's an emperor of Rome, and these soldiers came in and they attacked these soldiers, their homes where the women and children were living at, and they murdered them, and they wanted blood. They wanted to go out there and they wanted to go to war. They wanted to go against these soldiers. They wanted to fight them. And the king decided he didn't want to do that because he was a coward. He was never one for fighting. So he went out there and he basically offered them money. He gave these people who went out and killed these soldiers, women, their wives, and their kids, and gave them money to bribe them to stay away. Them soldiers went and killed that king. Yep. Went and got his behind, brought him out in the middle of the street, and they beheaded him. Family too. That's kind of what they were like back then. They just cut the whole bloodline off. So you had all of them out there in the street. They beheaded all of them. They thought he was a coward. He wasn't worthy to be a king. They wanted revenge. And instead of us giving us revenge, you turn around and you basically give them money, bribe them to stay away from us. You freaking coward. That's how they felt. They went and killed them. So you're a king. At the end of the day, without your military, you have nothing, because your military pretty much can have a coup and they can overrun you. So you gotta know how to command. A general can become king easy, because a general runs the army. You get enough of those people to follow with them, you can cause a military coup, you can uprise, and they can take over that fast, that quick, because he runs all the power. Truthfully, he runs the power. But his loyalty is what keeps him in place. He's loyal. If you disrupt that loyalty, then you got problems. Here, back then, in that particular time, especially in Roman Empire, the backstabbing that went on was freaking unreal. Everybody was obsessed with power. They were. Everybody obsessed with power. All right, we made this great worn out right there. I'm blend this in nicely. Yeah! They were obsessed with power. Everybody somewhere was trying to rise in rank, get some of that power. They were trying to get close to the king as close as they possibly could. Obtain power. Yeah, people were backstabbing the left and the right. When you talking about haters back then, that time they had some real true haters at the end of the day. Make up all kinds of sailing witch hunt, another set of haters. Another different type of haters. People basically accuse you of being a witch so they can take your land from you. Yep. I saw him out there practicing magic. And you kill him. They accuse you of a witch. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get this corner before there's a charger at the same time. I busted my charger again. I break my charger. So I'm gonna have to get ready because I know family's contacting me like, where the frig are you? But we'll finish this up. And I gotta go grab some glue sticks because I think I killed all my glue sticks. Look at the chaos. The chaos of the build. The chaos. All right, people. Enjoy your Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's. Be safe out there and God bless. Gotta go.